Right, just a second. Let me just change the scene. Alright, wait, can you hear the BGM? Wait, has it even started? Alright. There we go. Alright, hopefully it's not too loud. Actually, can you even hear it? Huh? Wait, can you even hear the music that is coming through? Wait, I don't think it's playing. Wait, what? Wait, huh? Wait, where's the BGM? Where's the BGM? It's not, yeah, it's not going through. What the fuck? Alright. Let me restart it because it is working on it seems to be working on the browser source, but you cannot hear the thing coming through. You cannot hear the thing coming through it. So let me refresh that and we can begin, okay? Eh, when do things actually ever do start working nicely? When do things even work start nicely? Never, right? Never. Right, music desktop act. Can you work? JavaScript button and make yourself limit your entries. Blah, blah, blah. There is some kind of an error. Yeah, there is some kind of an error going on, which I have no idea what that means. Uh, can I change it like make it so that it's that way and say okay, and then go to properties and then change it again. All right, does it work now? Okay, there we go. There it is. There it is. Hey, always restart it and start it again. And it works very nicely. So, yeah, a new week, a new week. I'm sorry. I know I said that I will stream on Sunday, but yeah, things kind of happened, and I kind of lost my mood about it. Hey, when have I ever stuck? When I have when that words. Whenever I ever stuck to schedule, like whenever I ever stuck to schedule, it's fine. It's fine. We stream whenever we want to. But I've been trying. I know usually right now it's like only 3 streams per week, but I'm trying. Right now, I guess it will stay that way for a bit of a longer time, but I will try. I will try my best to actually make it so that it will be 4 streams a week and short. Yeah, I haven't been finding motivation to actually do the short. I'm looking into some of the more ideas to actually make the short a lot more attractive, but yeah, I haven't not been trying. I haven't been having any motivation to actually work on the short and stuff. It's just weeks have been a little bit busy, and yeah, hey boy has been trying to find a job a lot more frequently. One day when we find a job, we'll do something special. Okay, when we successfully find a job and successfully acquire it, we'll do something special. But until then, yeah, struggle stage. At least it's not like we are sitting ideally, right? At least it's not like we are sitting ideally. We are doing our best, and it is good. It is good. But yeah, today, today, I actually got a drink. I've been staying away from energy drinks for, well, not entirely. I've been staying away from the energy drinks for about 4 days now. Yeah, I've not drank any energy drink in 4 days, which is good, eh? Which is good. That means I have self control. Okay, that means I have self control. But of course, I do want to have some kind of a drink. I do want to have some kind of a drink going on for, for the stream. So I've actually gotten a blueberry shake. Yeah, I got a blueberry shake. It was relatively cheaper to actually order that from a place. You can't really I should probably try to find a blueberry crush. You can't really find any blueberries here because the ones you actually get, you can order from Amazon, but they arrive from a really far away place. And yeah, the delivery charges and the tax on it does increase quite a lot. And I try to avoid that. So yeah, it's fine. The shake is also pretty nice too. It is a thick shake. It is extremely thick shake. Either that or the straw is really, yeah, either it is a I think it might be I think it might be a bit of a both because the straw is pretty shit on it too. Let me see how the Twitch is doing. By the way, has anyone faced this problem? It seems like internet is not working well today, right? It seems like internet has not been working well today. something about I mean Twitter. Yeah, something about Twitter too, which has been actually pretty bad, pretty bad. Because I've seen a lot of the people actually can't even see any post on there, but I can see some post on there, but I cannot see the comments of other the comments and replies of other on this post. YouTube also has been working. No, YouTube is fine. YouTube is fine. Actually, YouTube is fine. There are some websites which I've used for some stuff. They have not been actually working well, but I think it was the error which they said was Cloudflare. Yeah, Cloudflare. So yeah, at first I thought it was my internet and it was my internet connection that was the problem, but nah, it is the internet itself that is not working well. Well, thankfully, Twitch is working pretty nicely. Thankfully, Twitch is well. I wouldn't say nicely, but it is working enough that it is working enough that I can stream, right? It is working enough that I can stream. So that's good. That's good. But yeah, I've been thinking about like keeping just chatting streams to a lot and trying to actually decrease the gaming streams. To be honest with you, games have been, how would I say this? Like games have been in a way not that much entertaining, have they? Not that much entertaining. Okay, yeah, we will play okay, I still call it where the winds meet. There is no the in, right? Yeah, there is. Wait, let's cross examine. Okay, let's cross examine. Is there a the in the name, or it's just the thing where? Okay. All right, let me see if I can add the scene to it. I think it was window capture, right? Yeah, I think it was window capture. Window capture. Wait, no, that's not. It's not window capture. Then what is it? Display capture? Okay, it's not display capture. Then what is it? Let's remove it. What is it? It's not display capture. It's not window capture. Is it like? Should be window capture, right? It feels like it should be window capture. But it doesn't give me. Yeah, it should be window capture, but it's not letting me show. Yeah, it's not letting me show. How about game capture? Will game capture work? Capture specific window. Huh. Weird. 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 Okay, I can just download the image, eh? I can just download the image and show it that way. But yeah, it is weird. I guess yeah, it happens. It happens. When you actually not stream for a little bit and come back, some things are broken. Yeah, some things tends to break, and yeah, it's just is. But yeah, it's actually where the winds meet. I for a long time, like for a long time, and actually till a few hours ago, too, like till a few hours ago, too, I kept on calling it where the winds meet, where actually it is where winds meet. But come on, it's just where the winds meet just feels like the right thing to say, right? It feels like the right thing to say, but there's no the. But yeah, I've been actually playing. I did play it on my last stream, which was like a day ago, but it was pretty fun. Yes, there are some things in the game that could be much more better, but it seems to actually be pretty nice. I do want to try out the PvP section of the game, but considering I've just started playing and I've not even played for about 2 hours or so, yeah, I won't be that good at any PvP. The players who have been playing for far more longer than me will annihilate me. So yeah, that's that. There was, I think they did add some kind of a system that actually works. The notes which players leave behind. Yeah, they did add those kind of a things, right? But yeah, those have been actually pretty fun to actually watch. They do sometimes. Well, sometimes. Yeah, a lot of the times they are just trolling, but a lot of the times they do leave behind some helpful notes too. Like there was one. I think it was the first mission where there is like the compact area, like the practice compact area, where you can actually go. There was a temple behind it, and yeah, it was actually pretty nice to see. Sometimes they also tell you which controls or which key inputs to actually use, and it's been really fun to actually play it, and it is fine. It is fun. I'm still not sure how the online or the co-op function actually works. Please tell me it's not similar to Please tell me it's not similar to how the Genshin or other gacha games is, right? Only four players in one. I wish it will be like all the players, like maybe a lot of players, a lot of players. Yeah, it will be pretty bad, but I wish it would have been like that. And yeah, it is understandable. Maybe 10 or so. You know how GTA lobbies are. You know how GTA lobbies are. Maybe like that, but much more smaller. I hope it will change it to be that way. Um, why the song not playing? Ah, uh, play. Senor, play. Why the song not playing? Please play. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, good, good, good. But yeah, it's been pretty nice. Stay gold. It's been some time since I've heard that song. It is radio songs are pretty good. Okay, I wasn't really a huge fan of them, but their songs are okay. By huge fan, I mean the ones who call them the radio song. Okay, I was not part of them, but I'll have to admit their songs are pretty good too. That is that. But yeah, how's the Monday and well technically Tuesday dude. I'm a day late on the stream, right? I should stream this on Monday night and to ask how the week is going. But it's fine. That's fine. Because mine has been pretty boring. Mine has been pretty boring. Mine has been really boring. There isn't been much happening in these few days. But yeah, yeah. One of the posts which I said on Twitter, it was the lore behind your career and stuff. But yeah, I went on. I may have expanded a lot more on that. I may have expanded a lot more on that. The reason I choose to do tuitions and all. But yeah, it's been actually pretty great. It's been pretty great. The earlier part of my life wasn't really that good, and it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's all that matters is that now I wouldn't say the best. I wouldn't say the best or the better, but I'm decently good than what I used to be in the past. But it has been pretty nice. What else is there? Oh, oh. When was the Warframe update to actually coming through? There was a Warframe update which was actually coming through, right? And I was seeing there was a but I don't really care about this much. But that has been wasn't that like streamer award something? To be honest with you, I never really care about it. To be honest with you, I think the last year was the first time I found out there was such a thing. Maybe because there were some VTubers who were part of the streamer awards, but I don't really care much about it. I wasn't really much more of a guy who would watch streams, right? Before I actually, the main reason which I started watching live stream was well, because of VTubers. That's the one thing actually got me interested in watching live stream. Before that, mm, I wasn't really interested in watching live stream. Yeah, I did find esports like people like Shroud and stuff, right? Back during the PUBG days, I did watch, but that too was like videos of them, videos or clips of them. I didn't specifically went and watch live streams of them. But it's been great. It's been good. I mean, it's been so much more different, right? I used to watch YouTube and gameplay videos so much, and I guess they were for a long time they were really popular. For a long time they were really popular, but now, yeah, it isn't really that much of a popular thing, is it? Because let's play or the playthrough, yeah, they aren't really that much of a popular thing. I guess the one thing that will be popular is maybe live streams and stuff. But even that isn't really that much of IRL streamers or just chatting streamers. Yeah, yeah, they have their thing. I wouldn't say they have fallen off. I wouldn't say that they do still have that, but they have become much more of a niche. While in the past it was just these kind of things that were dominating YouTube and stuff. I mean, remember PewDiePie? I used to watch every single playthrough of PewDiePie. It was uh, sorry, sorry. I used to watch every single playthrough of it. I think the first playthrough, the first playthrough of PewDiePie which I used to watch was, I think, The Last Guardian. I'm not sure if anyone remembers this game or not, but The Last Guardian. And the last game was pretty nice too. I know I played it, but I think the only way I came to know about it was PewDiePie's playthrough, and it was pretty fast to see. And the Outlast playthrough, and well, was it Outlast or was that some other word game? I think it was Outlast. I think it was Outlast. But yeah, Outlast's playthrough of PewDiePie was, yeah. It was Outlast. It was Outlast. But Outlast, I swear, he used to get so scared of this gameplay that he used to hide under his desk, and it was really fun to watch. I mean, I can understand. I can understand. I'm weak to jump scares too. Hey, scary faces and all that. I don't mind. Ghost, I don't mind. If you jump scare me, nah, that's where my weakness lies. Man, I mean, I just remember the. I mean, of course, I can't say remember, but man, it's much more since that I'm talking to myself. But yeah, the FNAF stream which I did, I think it was the Help Wanted stream. Oh boy, oh boy, man. If I had a heart rate monitor, it would have been really high there. Hmm. But yeah, if I had a heart rate monitor to that, it would have been really high. But it is fun. But I only did one of that stream, right? I only did one of the stream. That's how much it affected me. I do want to play. I do want to play. The reason I did not do much one of the stream was I got, I think, 2 hours, 3 hours. We only did four. Yeah, 3 hours. We only were able to do the first level of every four stages, which was not good. Which was not good. I mean, that was the level one. Imagine what will be the level two, three, and then four. I mean, the higher difficulty ones, I wouldn't have been able to complete them. I swear, I would have like an entire stream just to complete that one level. That's how much bad it would have been. But yeah, it was kind of entertaining. It was kind of entertaining to actually play. But yeah, my heart will not be able to handle that much jump scares. Yeah, yeah. This straw sucks. This straw sucks. Yeah, because it is a relatively thick drink, and the straw is, well, at least the straw is thin. At least it's not a paper straw. Imagine a paper straw. I don't know why paper straw exists. There should be something like a different thing. Because paper straws suck and they disintegrate before you even start drinking. Before you even start drinking it, at least try metal straws, right? I should probably get a metal straw. I used to have a metal straw, but I'm not sure where it went. Yeah, one day it kind of like suddenly vanished. Speaking of things suddenly vanishing, so um I went to my parents' home. Right, this was like a few months ago. So in my room, I had kept all my devices and stuff. Even my hard disks. I had two hard disks, one of 1 TB each. So total of 2 TB hard disks, right? 1 TB hard disks, which were two of them. So yeah, I kept that in my room. So it was during the time of my brother's wedding. Of course there will be people at home, right? Yeah, those two hard disks those two hard disks went away. Those two hard disks, someone definitely stole those two hard disks, because I've been not been able to find those two hard disks ever since. Oh man, they had so much stuff in them. I saw there was like every single episode of Running Man till date, right? Till to that date. That was every single episode of Running Man in that hard disk. And of course, it was a time when piracy was a huge thing. Okay, don't do it to me. But yeah, I had a lot of anime in the other hard disks too. So yeah, a lot of the things. But yeah, those two hard disks, someone definitely stole it. Thankfully, nobody stole any other thing, cause man, other things would have been a lot more valuable. But yeah, after that day, I've not been letting anyone actually go into that room. So yeah, when I'm not at yeah, when I'm not at my parents' place, yeah, the only ones allowed to go in there are my parents and no one else really. But yeah, it sucks. It sucks. I don't understand why did they steal that? You are guest. You have came in our home as a guest, and you steal. That's such a wrong behavior, isn't it? Also, one other thing that actually got stolen from me was actually pretty nice power bank. I had a pretty nice power bank. Of course, there was like only one output port, and that output port also acted as an input port to it. But it was a wireless power bank too, and it was a relatively pretty nice power bank too, and that got stolen too. I hate it. That was the only power bank I had. Okay, that was the only power bank I do have a. Okay, I don't even know where that is anymore. But I do have a big one, but that is an old power bank and it takes a long time. Like it is so old that it is so old that the charging input to it is a micro USB. Charging port to it is a micro USB port. That's how much old it is. But yeah, there's that. There's that. That is still here somewhere. I'm not sure where it is, but the newer power bank which I had, man, it got stolen. No, I don't understand why did they steal it. I don't understand. I mean, you came to home as our guest, and that happens. But yeah, after it, yeah, I've not kept anything like valuable or valuable or tech-wise stuff at my parents' home. But all of it is with me now. Even if I'm not using, it's still in my cupboard. Yeah, even if I'm not using, it's still in my cupboard. Who knows? I'll find it relatively soon. What if sometimes my mouse breaks? What if sometimes my mouse breaks? I could go back and use that older mouse, right? Till a new one actually comes in. So kind of like an acting one. I do have a lot of stuff. Okay, I may have. Okay, how many keyboards do I have? One, two, three, four. Okay, I have six keyboards. Okay, I have six keyboards. Okay, I do like keyboards. Okay, not as much as trying to get a custom keyboard, but I do like keyboards. Okay, the bonus stuff which I get do go into keyboard. Mouse isn't something you do have to actually go that much expensive on. It's just a cheaper mouse actually works pretty nicely too. Like, just a cheaper mouse actually works pretty nicely too. I did used to have quite a lot of mobile stands too. Yeah, I do used to have quite a lot of mobile stands too, but right now I only use one and other two actually give them to my cousins. Well, because I don't really have any use for them, which was probably a bad idea. Yeah, which was probably a bad idea. I should have at least kept one more with us because I'm regretting it now because I don't have anything to actually put my tab on while I stream. Because the one mobile stand which I have, I actually use it for like I use it for my phone, right? The one which I run YouTube Studio on. Sadly, it's not an iPhone. Not an iPhone. It's just an Android. I don't have I do have an iPhone, but yeah, I gave that one to my mother because her old phone actually broke down, so I gave that one to my mother. So yeah, there's that. There's that. Oh, surprisingly, as for someone who doesn't really take any kind of images of myself, like no, absolutely no, right? Absolutely no. I hate taking photos of myself. Yeah, I have a selfie stick. Now, do you want to know why I use that selfie stick for? So that selfie stick acts as a tripod, right? That selfie stick acts as a tripod too. So I've been using that to actually put up my ring light. Yeah, I've been using that to actually put up my ring light. It is positioned above my laptop, which is it really like one-to-one position to my phone, which is running YouTube Studio, but it does pretty nicely. I mean, it's better than having nothing, right? It's better than having nothing. Like say, if my phone is at directly besides the monitor, the ring light is just a bit more to the side. The ring lights are just a bit more to the side, and okay, the height of it is about the monitor, and it is directly positioned. It is facing that way. It is positioned right at my face, so that is good. It's a pretty decent ring light too. Yes, sometimes it does stop working. I have to fiddle with the cable to actually make it start working again. But for the price amount of it, which I got this ring light, it is a pretty good one, eh? It is a pretty good one. It is a pretty good one. And it works. It works. It works. I should definitely get a better ring light. Yeah. I shall definitely get a better ring light in the future, but that will be in the future. That will be the future. there were a lot, there were a lot of good ones too, which were using like a clip-on type of a thing for a ring light. But I'm not sure about the clip-on thing, right? I'm not sure about the clip-on thing, kind of a setup, because listen, the clip-on thing, it will go on the monitor, and the monitor doesn't have like a extra surface on it that will actually work on the to clip on thing, and I'm not sure it will be a good idea. Even to laptop, like yes, laptop does have extra surface on it that I could clip things on, but I'm not sure that's a good idea. I'm not sure that's a good idea. I mean, it could work on, but problems could start to occur, right? Problems could start to occur. So yeah, I'm not doing on the clip on thing. 1 second. Yeah, sorry. But yeah, it's been pretty fun to actually see how much. Well, I wouldn't say the setup has improved. I wouldn't say the setup has improved as we are still streaming at 720p. As we are still streaming at 720p. But yeah, I wouldn't say the setup has improved, but it has been working pretty nicely, pretty nicely. I mean, yes, it could be much more better. Like sorry. Yeah, I could probably get a older iPhone or a second-hand iPhone. I think second-hand iPhone should be good enough for streaming thing. And a better stand for the mobile. Because this one is a light one. I would probably prefer a stand which will be a bottom heavy kind of a stuff. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, I would prefer a stand which is like kind of like a bottom heavy kind of a stuff, but hmm, yeah, this one works fine for now. This one works fine for now. Story of my life. This one works fine for now. Ah, one more thing which I have changed about myself a bit right now. I've been trying to take a lot more care about my personal hygiene too. No particular reason. I just thought it would be a good idea because just soap and shower. It's not a good idea. Isn't it? It's not good enough. So I got a back scrubber, face scrubber, and a body scrubber too. Yeah, the boy is going the full route. Yeah, your boy is going the full route. So yeah, I've been using that, and of course, I've got moisturizing cream for. Actually, did you know there was a moisturizing cream different for your face and then for your body? I thought all of them acted on their own. But no, it's those two have different kind of, yeah. Some do work as a both, but yeah, the advice which I got was to actually use a different one for my face. So yeah, that's that. It will take some time. Right? I've heard that it takes about a bit more than a month to actually get into the routine of stuff and try to actually build a habit of it. It does take more than a month to it. But yeah, I'll try my best to actually make it so that it might become a routine and a habit for me. But it's been, to be honest with you, do feel kind of a bit of a difference. Like when I came out of the bath after using all that, right? After I came out of the bath, after using all that, I maybe it's just a me making up things. Maybe it's just a me making up things. I'm not sure, but maybe it's sorry, not me making up things, but my mind making up the things. But I did felt a lot more better with that. Yes, man. But man, it took a while to actually complete the shower. Man, it took a lot more longer to actually complete the shower. But it did feel pretty nice. It did feel pretty nice. But yeah, if you are not using it, I'll highly recommend getting scrubbers. I'll highly recommend getting a I mean a silicone back scrubber and a body scrubber and a face scrubber. Okay, the face one requires a different one than the one you use for body. Okay, I think it should be fine if you use the same one for your back and your body. I think it should be fine, but the face one should be different. And I didn't know there was a one for your hair too. I didn't know there was a one for your hair too. So before all that, do you know the loofahs? The loofahs, the ones which actually people used to use. To be honest, with you, no, I never really liked the idea of using because it feels like they soak up a lot of. Let me change the song. Let me change the song first. Ooh, low dramatic is nice, but I want something else. Not this one. Mm, all of them are nice. Okay, all of them are nice. It's just sometimes I prefer different ones. But yeah, the loofah switch people used to use. I never really like the ideas of using them, but because it feels like they will collect they will collect up all the bad stuff, and it will collect up all the bad stuff. So I've never really liked the idea of using that. So yeah, I've never used that, and I'm not sure I'm never going to use it anyway. Silicone scrubber actually works so much more better, right? The silicone scrubber works so much more better for your body too, and it does feel a lot more nicer. If anyone has not been using it, I'll highly recommend using it. And yeah, of course, the showering isn't enough. Okay, the showering isn't enough, man. Do get a deodorant. Okay, do get a deodorant. I know it may not seem like you smell, it may not seem like you smell, it may not feel like or smell like that your body is smelling, but trust me, others can. Others can. So please use a body, use a deodorant, okay? Use a deodorant. It will go a long way, okay? Use a deodorant and keep it consistent. Like don't change your perfumes or cologne. Yeah, I can't pronounce the word clone. Yeah, I can't pronounce it properly. I still can't pronounce it properly. But you do keep a one that you like the smell of. Okay, that you like the smell of, and you will want the smell of that. If you keep that, your smell will be associated with that. So yeah, to keep that, keep that. Why am I giving? Ah, okay, I just realized. Why am I giving generic advice as an anime character on the internet? Why am I giving hygienic advice as an anime character on the internet? Uh, but I've been using, of course, I've been using like a cream also, like moisturizing cream also before applying the perfume and stuff. But it never feels like the perfume lasts. Like it never does feel like the perfume lasts. I do wonder how though. Like how does it even function? That I don't like sprays, right? I don't like sprays. I don't like the spray scents that those kind of things, like body spray and stuff. I don't like that. I'd rather prefer perfume. I'd rather prefer perfume. Perfumes have just much more better, just more better smells. Okay, perfumes just have a lot more better smells, and I prefer to actually use that over body spray. I don't use. Okay, there was a time in my younger days too. Right? There was a time. A lot of the people back then used to use hair gel. Yeah, like a lot of the time people used to use hair gel. Yeah, I hated the feeling of when hair gel was applied to your hair, right? It becomes it becomes hard. The hair used to become hard. What was the brand which was relatively popular back then? But yeah, yeah, your hair used to actually become a lot more hard when you actually applied it. Yeah, I hate it. I hate when my hair becomes like that. Okay? I hate when my hair becomes like that, like hard and rough. Yeah, I guess sometimes it's good to some people like to have their hair set up in a particular way and for it to actually last for a long time. Nah, nah, I don't like it. I don't like it. But I prefer to actually use a hair cream. Like it's a what's the brand of it? Look, I do have it to my side. Let me check. Yeah, it's Himalaya. It's Himalaya. It's Himalaya. Yeah, I use that hair cream for my hair just to get it to just to well, it's a daily kind of a thing. It's a daily kind of a thing. But my hair has become a lot more better, and hair fall has become almost non-existent because of it too. So it is a pretty nice. It is a pretty nice. Because I swear back then when I pulled my hair with my hand, right? Just not too hard, but just in a slight bit of a manner. Yeah. A lot of the times a lot of the hair actually used to come out. But now because I've been using that cream for a long time now. Like we'll say almost a year now. Almost a year now. And yeah, hair fall has relatively disappeared. There is almost no hairs that actually fall off my head. So it is pretty nice. It is pretty nice. One thing also I've been trying to keep a lot more closer eye on is my father's hair. Cause I don't know where I heard it from, but they said hair fall, but not hair fall, but sometimes some people go bald. Yeah, it is genetic. it is genetic. I've heard someone actually say that. So I've been keeping a eye on my father's hand. If he's starting to fall, yeah, no, we are taking precautions earlier on. Okay, we are taking precautions earlier on ourselves. So yeah, there's that. There's that. But I do wonder that some people actually go half bald and stuff. Why not commit, right? Why not commit fully? Well, yeah, some people do get wigs, but that's okay. But some people don't even bother, right? Some people don't even bother using it. They will keep the hair on the side of their head for whatever time, for whatever time it is left. But I will just say, why not commit? Why not commit to it? I'm not calling them out. I'm just saying, okay, I'm just saying, why not commit to baldness? Like sometimes, okay, I'll admit it, sometimes bald head do look nice. Sometimes bald head do look nice on people. I guess it will be I guess it will be dependent on how much more you will take care of it too, right? Hmm. Hey, nah. Will it be a factor? Like scalp and stuff. Okay, I've never really thought about it. I've never really thought about it, but how's the scalp situation for people who actually go go or choose to actually go bald? Like how's the head scalp for them? Because if we don't care, like okay, I guess it's the same at hair or no hair, it will be the same, right? Hmm. I've never really thought about it. I've never really thought about it. More things to do. Okay, I'm not gonna do research on that. I'm not gonna do research on that. But but I do wonder because most of the people which we have seen well pretty good with bald head, right, will be celebrities or someone who is actually taking a lot more better care of themselves, right? And we already see that their head does look a lot more better. But what if like someone doesn't really take care of their head much? Like so how will the scalp situation on their head will be? Hmm, why am I thinking of that? Why am I thinking of that now? Why am I thinking of that? No, 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 no. It is, it is. I swear, sometimes some thoughts actually go in weird places. Well, at least it wasn't that much of a weird place, right? At least it wasn't that much of a weird place. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Huh. But yeah, that was a thing. I swear I don't understand. Okay, so I do have started the mouthwash which I used to use. Well, I still use it, but at the start of it, I used to get the big bottles. Right, I used to get the big bottles, but I don't know why. But the medicals have actually stopped stocking up the big ones. Now I have to actually buy the smaller ones, and so they run out in like 2 or 3 weeks. Even though I'm trying to actually use them sparingly, they run out of in like 2 weeks or so. Actually, less than 2 weeks or so. But yeah, it's been do have to actually go and buy them again because mine is finished now. I do have to actually go and buy it again. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Speaking of all that too, I do have to clean my setup now, and I do have to clean my setup too. It's just been getting a lot more dusty and uh yeah, yeah. So I was cleaning the setup isn't really that much of a bad thing, right? But it's the cleaning of keyboard. I hate cleaning keyboard. Okay, I hate cleaning keyboard. I mean, it's just you have to remove every single key, then clean it up, then wipe out every single key of it, then reattach the key, and it's such a long procedure. Right? It is just such a long procedure. I saw even cleaning PS5 doesn't really take that much longer. Like even cleaning the PS5 doesn't really take that much long, and it's just cleaning the keyboard does take quite a bit of a time to it. Because you have to actually remove every single keyboard off it and sorry, every single key off it and that. But it's been fun. It's been fun. Hey, hey, when was the next Warframe update? Like, when was the next Warframe update gonna be? Let me just check. Okay, let me just check. When is the next Warframe update? Uh, when the I know it wasn't. Okay, when is the next Roshan Mate? December. I thought it was going to be like at the end or mid-November. Like Old Wars was coming to come. Sorry, Old Peace. Wait, this isn't the right one. Uh, wait, this is yeah, this isn't the right one of Make It Right. Alright, so yeah, it's going to be in December. I thought the three proto frames were actually going to come in November, and the old piece were actually going to come in December. But apparently, I guess it is in December. That's fine. That's fine. We still have. That just means we'll have a lot more. That just means we'll have a lot more time to actually play Wuthering Waves, and yeah, it just means that we'll have a lot more time to play Wuthering Waves, and where winds meet, where winds meet, where winds meet. It's not where the winds meet. It's where winds meet. Okay, it's where winds meet. But yeah, we do have a lot more time for that. I do know there was a Wuthering Waves update. I'm not sure if it was tomorrow or was it like yeah, was the Wuthering Waves update tomorrow or was it like day after tomorrow? If it's tomorrow, we'll play Wuthering Waves. Okay, if it's tomorrow, we'll play Wuthering Waves tomorrow. If it's not, we'll play Where Winds Meet. We'll play Where Winds Meet. But a lot more focus. I think we'll try to at least have two. Yeah, we'll try to have at least two just chatting streams just to get a lot more comfortable with trying to talk on stream. I know I say that every single stream. I know I say that every single stream. But yeah, it does help me actually come up with a topics on the fly, right? Because right now I don't have any topics. Yeah, I did have prepared some topics, but idiot me forgot to actually load. Idiot me actually forgot to bring the laptop. Sorry, the tablets which I have written down the topics on. Idiot. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been fun. I'm sorry though. I'm not sorry though. I know I've been taking a lot more breaks in between. Like one day I will stream and the one day I won't stream. It's just things have been getting a little more, bit more difficult, and I do need time for myself, right? Not just like reflecting on something. Just go to bed and sleep. I think it's a lot more better that way. Because if I start thinking and stuff, yeah, if I start thinking and stuff, the thoughts will go to wrong places almost instantly. The thoughts that will go to wrong places almost instantly. Yeah, it just is. It just is. It's just is. I guess it's probably the culture I grew up in, where mental health wasn't really that much looked after. Yeah, mental health wasn't really that much looked after or understood. I mean, person starts to act a little bit different. He might be better. That was the mentality of the society which I lived in. So yeah, yes, that's how it is. I do hope none of the societies here are like that anymore. I really hope none of the societies are here like that anymore, because that way of thinking sucks. Hmm? That way of thinking sucks, and no one should have that. Didn't go for a lot more longer, right? Let's go for 15 minutes more longer. We try to actually because if I actually start yeah, I've ran out of topics. Yeah, I've ran out of topics. But yeah. Oh. You know the Jurassic. Well, technically it's Jurassic World now. I was gonna say Jurassic Park, but technically it's Jurassic World. So those movies. I think the first movies. Yes, yes, yes. I know. Considering all the new research and informations which have came out of dinosaurs and stuff, most of the dinosaurs aren't one to one. They are not one to one. They are not exactly how they were, but I think Jurassic Park was still one of are still a lot more better than the current Jurassic World movies. It's just the Jurassic World series also has gone in a weirdly different way, but okay, I've not seen the newer movies. I think the last one which I saw was the when they actually get out of when they actually spread all over the world. That was it, when they actually get spread all over the one with the girl clone, the one with the where the little child was a clone of the old person's daughter. Yeah, I think yeah. That one. Indoraptor, the Indoraptor one. I think it was, yeah, I think it was the one with the Indoraptor one. Yeah, that was the last one which I saw, and yeah, I kind of lost my interest after it. Not because of anything the movie was, whether it was good or it was bad. To be honest with you, I don't even remember if I liked the movie or if I hated the movie. I don't even remember it. But yeah, I kind of lost my interest in between. But yeah, that's that. How many movies have actually came out after that? Two, three? Well, I would say a lot more than whatever that is. Well, at least they did not try to reboot it. Okay, at least they did not try to reboot it. But Jurassic Park movies were pretty nice. They're pretty nice. Yes, some of the later ones did actually require a lot more better work and a lot more better story acting. But I would say they were a lot more better than the current movies. So yeah, Jurassic Park. That's why I still remember watching the first Jurassic Park movie, and I was absolutely stunned. I mean, so how did they? I still think about how could that T-Rex actually look, right? Because that T-Rex actually looks so much more nicer. I mean, even CGI now looks so much more worse than the things back then. How, how, how do CGI in the movies look so much more worse now? And back then it was so much more better. I mean, yes, there's some lot of the times they use the physical stuff like physical stuff, but not the entirety of the T-Rex. Right? Most of the shots of the entirety of the T-Rex was CGI. So how did they make it so much more better to actually look at it in at that time too? Speaking of that too, even the animated movies, right? Even the animated movies, so much animated movies, even anime and stuff, even anime and stuff. So much of the animes actually look so much more worse. And well, I would say some of the animation. Okay, some of the animes have pretty nice animation. I would say the Bladesmith arc. Yeah, the Bladesmith arc. Okay, the Bladesmith arc. Story wise, it got a bit boring. Okay, story wise, it got a bit boring. Because I swear, every other second there was a flashback. Every other second there was a flashback, and it got a bit boring and repetitive and got a bit boring. But I'll have to admit, the animation. God, the animation was top tier. Eh? God, the animation was top tier. I've not seen any of the Demon Slayer movies or episodes or shows after it. Because the last thing which I saw was a Bladesmith arc. It's not like I've lost my interest. I just don't. I'm not in the mood to actually watch any anime right now. But yeah, I still have to watch when the flower blooms with when the fragrant flower blooms with dignity. I still have to actually watch it. I do have seen a lot of clips of it on YouTube, but I have to actually watch it because that is one of the animes also has a pretty good animation. I swear, in characters actually look so much more good in it. Speaking of that, that is one anime which has came out with the I think the one with the dancing and stuff, and it goes from 2D animation to 3D animation, right? And it looks so bad when doing the dancing. I heard some of the people on the Twitter saying, "Man, the author must be crying because the manga is such a." I mean, I saw some of the panels of the manga, and it was. If you can I mean, you can actually tell like there is movement behind those steps and everything, even though it's just an image, right? Even though it's just an image, the drawing of it looks so much more good, and they do the 3D thing in the anime. It sucks, but yeah, if you're actually going for the things in the past, remember Final Fantasy Advent Children? How long ago was that? Hmm? Final Fantasy Advent Children. Let's see. At Yeah, Final Fantasy 2005. Uh, Bruh, Advent Children came out at 2005. I was 5 years old. Advent Children was from 2005. I mean, can you believe it? Advent Children was from 2005. I mean, even if you go right now and watch it, you will not be able to tell that like it was made such a long time ago. That's how much good that animation is. Yeah, Cloud is kind of like, well, Cloud has been like that for a long time, so it's okay. But yeah, Advent Children has such a nice animation, and even the fight with Sephiroth. Ooh, the theme, the theme, the theme, the theme. I'm glad they did not change the theme, right? Sephiroth's theme is just, I mean, it's just them saying his name again and again. But the Sephiroth. Sephiroth. Okay, I'm not saying it properly, but you know what I mean, right? Even the theme of Sephiroth is just so awesome. It really is awesome. I think that was my first intro to Final Fantasy's theme. Like the entirety of the Final Fantasy. Yeah, that was my first intro to it. Back then I didn't even know that it was Final Fantasy. But yeah, that was that. I think game wise, my first intro to Final Fantasy was um, what was it again? Crisis Core. It was Final Fantasy Seven Crisis Core. Yeah, it was Final Fantasy Seven Crisis Core on PS5. Sorry, what PS5? No, 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 no. I mean Final Fantasy Seven Crisis Core on PSP. That was my first introduction to the games of Final Fantasy Seven, and I really liked it. I really liked it. I especially like the summon attacks of it. Mm, I really like the summon attacks. I mean, some of the summon attacks of it were just wow. Okay, some of the summon attacks on Final Fantasy Seven were just wow. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, when I actually played Final Fantasy 15, the one with the one with Noctis, right? The one with Noctis. Oh man, the ones in that game were also pretty awesome, and I really like that game. I tried to get my brother to actually play it, but he said the graphics doesn't really look. Of course, it doesn't look that good. It's an old game, but give it a try. Give it a try. It's such a nice game. Even the music of it's such a nice. I swear, poor Noctis, man. Poor Noctis and poor Luna Freya. Ah, after playing the game, I've watched the movie. I watched a movie of Final Fantasy 15 after playing the game. I wish I had watched the movie first, then played Final Fantasy 15. Like to actually keep it that way, but it's okay. But the movie was also pretty nice. So I'll highly recommend actually playing that game and watching the movie too. I'll highly recommend it. Even if the graphics of it are pretty old by the standards of right now, it still is relatively nice. Okay, it still is relatively nice. Sometimes the story does go, and sometimes if you rush through the main quest, you will be insanely underleveled. Okay, you'll be insanely underleveled if you rush through the game. So take your time, explore, do side stuff and all that, and then go ahead and do. Because once you actually proceed with the main quest and stuff, it will be a lot more. It won't be impossible to actually go back and stuff. Because I think at one point of the game, it becomes impossible to actually get, and you actually are only able to go back towards the end of it. Like there is a way to actually go back, but that will be a really long way ahead. I did like the outfits they actually had at the end of the game, right? At the end of the game, during the cutscene and all too. I really liked. And as well, Noctis, Noctis rocked that beard. Okay, Noctis rocked that beard quite nicely, and yeah, I do like Noctis without the beards a lot more than the one with his beard. But I'm not saying that the beard was wrong. The bearded Noctis was also pretty nice. It just oh man, I still remember some parts of the game, right? Oh, when Luna Freya died, man, I felt sad. I felt sad. Why did poor Noctis, man, poor Noctis? During just a course of couple of days, he lost such a lot of things, and then oh, spoilers. Well, technically, it won't be counted as spoilers, right? It won't be counted as spoilers because it's been so long since that game has came out, so it's not counted as spoilers. Hmm. Let me drink some of this shake. Yeah, sorry. Wait, you are not able to hear the last part, right? If you are, I'm sorry. But yeah, it was a pretty fun game. It was a pretty fun game. But then, with my shots and stuff, I've been trying to actually get a different approach to my shots, like try to make it a lot more attractive in a way, right? Like the transitions, maybe, yeah, maybe the transitions and some other stuff. I've been trying to actually get it so that hey, tongue traction work. Yeah, the tongue tracking works now. Yeah, the tongue tracking finally works. I tried to make a few changes. Now the tongue tracking works. Ah. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice when you finally actually get to the settings and things actually start working and stuff. It's finally nice. I do should probably decrease the movements of my left and right head movement because now see, this is just me moving my head a little bit and it moves fully. If I move it with speed, yeah. Okay. You know what? I think more so I've been actually want to actually make so the leaning part, right? The leaning part. I want to actually make it so that the leaning part would be a lot more less and even my head, right? Normally my head and my eyes actually is normally like moving to the upside of it, but I will try my best to actually make it so that it will work. Let me how is this? Okay, how about now? I think that's much more better. I think that's much more better. Yeah. Oh, I like the song too. But yeah, it's been actually a lot more better with actually working on the settings and stuff. But it's just the shorts. If I could just get the recording done, right? If I could just get the recording done, I could work on it. But the recording part is the one which I should probably able to go for a few more minutes. But yeah, the recording part, man, that's the one thing I struggle with a lot more. Uh, okay, fine. I'll spend after the stream. I'll spend a I'll spend an hour or so. A bit less than an hour. I'll spend a bit less than an hour or so just recording the voice line which I'm actually going to use for the shots. Okay, I will do my best. I will do my best. I promise. Okay, I will do my I said I promise. Okay, I will do it. I will do it. Tonight at least it doesn't have to be a full shot. It doesn't have to be full shot. I will just at least get the recording stuff. Yeah. I will just at least get the recording stuff. Okay. I promise. I promise. I promise. Ah, it's such a I commend I respect the ones who actually do it daily. I respect the ones who actually do it daily and on their own without editors and stuff. I respect you. I respect you. Also, hey, one more thing which I saw, I think it was Yumi. Uh, she said she also uses Canva. But yeah, I get Canva is such a easy tool. Yes, it's a browser-based tool. Sometimes things can get a bit ish, but it is such a nice tool to actually make your thumbnails and stuff. Right? Every single thumbnail which you actually see on my like every single thumbnail you actually see on my Twitter and on my YouTube. Yeah, and some of the custom things too. Yeah, all the thumbnails are actually I've actually tried to actually make it through Canva because Canva does really offer you kind of not just editing things and stuff, right? Yes, without actually the premium version of it, I guess it's called the pro version of it. It is a bit of a lacking, but I don't think it's that much of a lacking for your creativity. It's not that much lacking for your creativity. It still is sufficient enough. It still is sufficient enough, and you can actually do pretty nice work through it. So yeah, Canva is a pretty nice tool. And that's offer is kind of like a sets of assets and stuff that you want to actually use. Right now, the only assets which I've been actually using a lot more frequently is maybe some kind of a hearts, emotes, and then just text and just text. That's the thing I've been using. But yeah, one thing if you want to actually see it, the one thing that is consistent, yeah, the one thing that is like consistent on all my thumbnails nowadays is this background. Yeah, this background. His background is a consistent. Okay, it is a pretty nice background. I say, yes, there sometimes there will be a little bit of a change in the background. Like maybe I'll add a bit more flowers, maybe a bit more stars or particles, or maybe a butterfly in the background just to clear out some of the empty spaces. That because there is an empty space at the top, there's an empty space at the right side, just to clear out the empty space. But sometimes, a lot of the times, I don't even require to actually have clearing the empty sets and anything because it does actually work pretty nicely. Let me see if I can show you. Let me see if I can show you some of the thumbnails and stuff which I actually have done. Can I? Okay, please let me actually. Let's see if it does let me show it or not. If I remember right, video capture. Yeah, that one. Let's see. Let's turn it to a little bit less high. But yeah, that's one of the thumbnails which I actually made and probably will be in for it. This is the one which I used for, yes, there was me in between. I'm not sure where I went or when did I remove myself, but yeah, that was me in between. Oh, I am here. There you go. Hey, no, shopkeeper, not you. There is me. Shopkeeper, you can go back up. Uh, me come to the between. But yeah, this is the thumbnail for Wuwa which I used before the Kyuyong banner, right? Before the Kyuyong banner. And this is the one which I used for Kyuyong. Yeah, this is the one which I used for Kyuyong. The one thing I actually have, which I'm actually thinking of Wuthering Waves and Warframe thumbnails. I'm not sure how it would be for Warframe because I do like the right now the two Warframes which I have in my Warframe thumbnails, right? It's the two ones which I like with the best skins for them. But yeah, that's that. Right now I should probably change it to actually make it so that there is a one for Chisa and Phoebe. Yeah, I should probably make it so that it would be things for Chisa and Phoebe. But yeah, there's that. And of course this is the image where there was a thing going on where people will actually say 10 games to actually know me. But yeah, these are the past games which I played and the one game which I still play. Two Thrones was my first Prince of Persia game, right? And of course, Crisis Core from Final Fantasy VII, as I told you. Uh, why did my stream? Just 1 second. Let me see if my stream is actually working or not. I hope it is. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Okay, it is. But yeah, that's the other thumbnail which I worked on. Sorry, not thumbnail, but the thing which I worked on. Just 10 games to know me. Emerald. I used to play Emerald a lot. And of course, Shadow of Mordor, Prototype, Burnout Legends. A lot of these are from PSP. Like Most Wanted is from PSP. Tron is from PSP. Final Fantasy VII is from PSP. Burnout is from PSP. Dexter is from PSP. Of course, Shadow of Mordor, Prince of Persia, and Prototype are from PC. Warframe obviously from PC, but now we are using PS5. And Pokemon Emerald, I actually used to play it during when my cousin used to have a he used to have a Game Boy. That's that's the first Pokemon game. Yeah, it was the first Pokemon game which I played on. I think the second was Pokemon. Okay, I did go in the reverse, but the second one which I played was Pokemon Red. I wasn't ever good at it. I was not able to clear the Elite Four. I was able to complete all the gyms. I was able to complete all the gyms and the story of it, but yeah, I was not able to actually complete that. Hey, in my defense, I was just a kid back then. Okay, I was a kid back then. I think less than 50. Yeah, less than 14 or 12. Less than 14 or 12. But yeah, I was not able to clear Elite Four back then. But it was still fun to play. It was still fun to play. I mean, I did not even use any kind of his strategies or so during that. I did not use any kind of his strategies or so during that. But it was just me clearing it through brute force. This is the one which I made for Apex, which I still have not used. This was the one which I made for Apex, but I still haven't used it. That's the model which I used to use. Yeah, that's the model which I used to use. It's my first Withering Wave thumbnail. Yeah, actually, this is my first Withering Wave thumbnail. And of course, the one which I used for the one stream of Genshin. It still has the old model of it, right? That was an Yeah, that was an experiment. That was an experiment. Yeah, this is the one which I have used, right? This is the one which I have used, and of course, I still have to actually make a thumbnail for the windsmith. These are just the some extra resources which I was trying to actually get to work, but yeah, it never really did. This was for Yeah. I do sometimes actually try to make a post something like this, maybe once every 2 days or so, and yeah, that's that. That's me. But yeah, I did actually make not a lot of it, but I did make some some of my own pictures. That's some of my own pictures to actually just make it so that some will be actually pretty nice for, you know, pretty nice for some thumbnails or just some posts. I should probably make it so that they will be arranged according to the reactions which they have, right? Like blushing one should be in just one word, and then the one with the darker one, or the shocked or liked shot or the hate shot. Those kind of a thing. Yeah, it should make it so that they should be in the different kind of things. But it's been actually working pretty nicely. It's been actually working pretty nicely. So yeah, there's my workbench to actually create thumbnails and stuff. It has been pretty nicely. Sometimes I do take kind of a sorry. Sometimes I do kind of take a bit of a inspiration from other kind of a thumbnails and stuff. I do want to actually get a lot more better with my thumbnails and stuff. Or even if I'm not able to actually get artworks and stuff, that's fine. I can still use my VTuber models, right? To actually get thumbnails and stuff. What I used to make fun of, we used to make fun of people doing, the faces, the thumbnail faces. Now I do that with my VTuber model. How am I changed? How am I changed? I'm becoming one of them. It has been fun. I will actually do my best to actually be a lot more creative with my thumbnails so that it will be a lot more attractive. I wish there was a way to actually make so that Twitch streams will have thumbnails, right? It would be an awesome way to actually see if Twitch streams will have thumbnails too. Ah, it's that. It's that. It's just that. It's been a fun process. It's been a fun process. Yes, if I remember that there is a way to actually make a thumbnail for YouTube Shorts too. But to be honest with you, do we need to actually make thumbnails for YouTube Shorts? Actually, maybe it will be a good idea. Maybe it will be a good idea. But I'm not sure how I will do it for like verticals too. I'm not sure how I will be able to do it for vertical thing because because of mine not being Canva Pro, I'm not able to change the thing for vertical stuff. Hey, wait, I should be able to. I will try and see if I can. Okay, I will try and see if I can. But yeah, I guess a bit of a vertical theme will be pretty nice to actually have. Just so to think. But yeah, it's been pretty fun. It's been pretty fun. But yeah, can I tell you something? When I first started the stream, I was doing the 15-minute mark. I was thinking, man, how would I get to 1 hour mark without actually talking anything? But then 1 hour went by, and I somehow, I guess only a few minutes actually went by where I was silent. But I know this wasn't really that much of fun topics to talk to, but I'll try to be funny. I'll try to be funny. It's just is. It's just I'm not that much of an open type of a person. It requires for me to actually talk a little bit. Actually, let me stop the songs now. Yeah. Let me just stop the songs now since we are actually ending in just a few seconds. But yeah, it's been actually fun. We actually did our long just chatting stream again. It's been really entertaining. It's been really entertaining. Even if there's no one right now, it's been really fun. But yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun. I guess tomorrow we'll try to do it. If it will be a Wuthering Waves update, we'll play Wuthering Waves. If it's not, we'll play Where the Winds Meet. But yeah, until then, take care of yourself, and I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye.